大家好，大家吃了吗？我吃了，谢谢。So, welcome back to Simple Mandarin Communication. Today we'll be having this topic 17 on telling dimension. 今天是2024年8月15号，现在是下午3点钟。I hope everyone can understand what I say just now. Well, for today learning outcomes, we'll be looking into to recognize and correctly pronounce Mandarin dimensions. And then we'll try to construct and understand dimensions in Mandarin. Also to respond to questions that is about dimensions in Mandarin. Again, our contents will summarize the flow of today. Begin with recap. Dimensions, our topic of today, the scenario dialogue, Q&A, and code sharing. So the first part being recap of last week's topic on telling time, hour, o'clock, minute, and second. We know that time is 时间. So 时间 is time. 一天 is one day. So 一天 we will have 24小时. 24小时 means 24 hours. As for the 小时, we will place behind of number. For example, 一小时 is 1 hour and 2小时 is 2 hours. Please take note that we are using 2 because we are referring to item hour or we are referring to hour. So we are using this 个位数 and 十位数. So we just place the 小时 behind number 1 up till number 24. So we can see here, I have listed all 24 hours and the pronunciation in Pinyin, English pronunciation. All right. So 一天我们有24个小时. As for the time that we are telling, we call it as 点. 点 is o'clock. So for 点, we are using the 12-hour system. What do I mean? Okay, first, we observe that we have 一点, again 两点. We are using 两 because this is referring to o'clock. So 一点, 两点, 三点, 四点, 五点, 六点. Again, the 点 or the o'clock is placed behind the number. That's why we have the number in front and the 点. It will carry on in 个位数 up till 十位数 means we will have 一点, 两点, 三点, 四点, 五点, 六点 up till 12点. Well, for this is considered for the morning session or we call it as AM. AM in Mandarin is referred to as 上午. It's pointing up because the sun is rising, okay? Just imagine it. 上午 is AM. And 上午 is placed in front. As we can read here, for example, 上午7点 will be 7 AM, all right? Or 上午11点 would be 11 AM. Please also take note that the 12 o'clock here is stand alone because 12 o'clock we know is noon or midnight. As for midnight, we need to carry on to next part, which is PM. 下午. This time, the Chinese character is pointing down because the sun is going to set. So, 下午3点 is referred to now, 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. for the Mandarin training. 下午3点. Okay, I would like to emphasize again for 2点, we are using 2 because we are referring to o'clock. So we have 下午1点、下午2点、下午3点 all the way up till 下午11点 11 p.m. Because we know that the p.m. will stop by 11:59 minutes and then the 12 will become midnight. Then the circle will come back to 上午, which means a.m. This is for intermediate level lah. We only differentiate 12-hour system for 上午, which is a.m. and for 下午, which is p.m. This is for the hour basis. Then we also have to aware that 1小时等于60分钟 1 hour equal to 60 minutes 60分钟 okay 分钟 well 分钟 itself when you want to say that 我学华文我学普通话 I learn Mandarin 我用30分钟 we are using 30分钟 telling people we have 30 minutes plus. Okay, 30分钟 It cannot be 30分 However, when you want to tell me that now the time is 3点06分 then you can say 分 only. 3点06分 which means I understand you are referring to 3 o'clock and 6 minutes p.m. Alright, so when we are calculating or counting the hours for the lesson, 30分钟. When you want to say 3点30分, I understand that you are telling me the time is 3:30. Again, what we have to observe is number 1 up to number 60. We are putting the 分钟 behind the number, like 1分钟, like 30分钟, like 60分钟, okay? Then we proceed to another reminder. 1分钟等于60秒. You say 秒, I understand is second. So the 钟 you can be excluded. That's why for previous lesson, I have 秒钟, but it's better when we say 60秒. Again, when we are using 秒, we just place the 秒 behind 1 up till 60. 60. 1秒 8秒 10秒 30秒 60秒 It can be carried on. And you say 秒, I understand is second. With this in mind, we have a puzzle to solve. This clock is showing with shorthand 10, so it's 10 o'clock. Then the long hand is pointing to 2, which means 10 minutes. Well, it's optional for us to check on the hand of second, which is pointing on 35 seconds. So we have here 10 o'clock, 10 minutes, and 35 seconds. But we don't know whether it is in 上午 or is in 下午. So let's assume both. For 上午, we know it's AM. So we will say 上午10点10分35秒. Well, the 35秒 is actually optional lah. And in English version, we observe that actually the AM is placed at the back. Yes, it's a reverse pattern. So for 10 AM, we will say 上午10点10分. As for 10 PM, again, we just mentioned 下午10点10分. The 秒 is optional. If you want to read, you can. 下午10点10分35秒. All right. With this, we grab the time sequence that we always mention 上午10点开会 or later on 下午4点我开会 have meeting by 4 p.m. for example. So we just have to follow the 上午 or 下午 the 点 the 分 and the 秒 and we can insert any numbers which is legit lah. Like 点 we know is 12点 up till 12点 system, 12-hour system. 分 we know is 60, maximum 60 for telling time, and 秒 also for 60 lah. So if you are doing like test block or cube, then maybe 120 minutes or so on is acceptable. Please take note that this is time sequence. We have maximum number. We have AM, PM, 上午,下午. We have 12-hour system, which means the 点 will be up till 12. And the 分 can be within 59. 秒 also within 59. All right. So I hope I make it clear for the 时间序列. Then we proceed to the dimensions. Dimensions is today's topic. We'll look into distance, depth, thickness, and slope gradient. All right. So dimensions itself is called 纬度. 纬 is second tone, just like the highway or railway. 纬. 度 is like do you love me, but fourth tone. 度. Okay, 纬度. All right, we are using the general definition for 纬度, because in Mandarin, in mathematics and physics, there will be different saying. So the dimension, the 纬度 we're referring here means any feature, any aspect, any situation that can be quantified or measured. All right, this is using the Webmaster Merriam, the reference lah. All right, this is very general. Anything that can be count and you observe can be quantified on site. All right, 纬度. So we actually have 4 pairs in our previous topic 7. We have this 长度. I'm not sure whether you still remember, but we do a simple recap lah. 长度 is on length, where we check 多长, how long it is, or 多短, how short it is. 长度 we have 长, we have 短. Then also we have this 高度. 高度 is about height. We check on 多高, how tall you are, or how short it is. Short in height is called 矮. 高度 we have 高, we have 矮. Then we also have this size. 尺寸. 尺寸 we have 大, how big, 多大, or 小, 多小. Then we also have this width, 宽度. 宽度 is about 多宽, how wide the river is, or 多窄, how narrow the door is. This is the last 4 pairs we have in our topic 7, yeah. And for this week, today's topic, we are checking on distance. So distance really is like EFG. Yes, my connection is a bit slow. 距离 is like EFG. What tone? 居. And then Li is my surname. So Li, second tone. 距离 we have 多远, how far. Far is like 一干 U plus N. Third tone. 远. How far, 多远. Or 多近, how close. 近. How close, 多近. So for 距离, like for example, you tell me that Kota Baru Station to Domun Station, right? So it would be like 太远了, all right? 太远了 means this an exclamation sentence structure. We are using exclamation mark. 太 itself means to. Is the next time plus the adjective 远. 太远了. 了 itself is the exclamation particle. It doesn't mean anything. It just make our sentence nicer. 太远了. Too far. You can say the car is too close to me. 太近了. Again, what we observe is we just replace the adjective. 太近了. So for 距离, you can check on 多远,多近. Then if it's just too close or too far, we say 太远了, too far. 太近了, too close. All right, this is for our first pair on distance. Then we look towards second dimension. We have depth is 深度,深度. For example, the cable peak can be 多深, how deep it is. 深 is like 思 plus un. 深, how deep. 多深 or shallow. 多浅. Here will be my last name plus n, third tone. 浅浅浅. So for depth, we're checking on 多深, how deep. 多浅, how shallow. And again, when you find out that, wow, it's just too deep. 太深了,太深了. And it's just too shallow. So 太浅了,太浅了. Okay. And we have our third pair on 维度. This time we're checking on the 厚度, the thickness. Both are in fourth tone. Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, fourth tone. Ho ho ho, ho, ho. Do you love me, fourth tone? Do, 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 do. Ho, do. Thickness. Thanks to section 1, Mr. Azri. He actually explained to us about retaining wall yesterday, right? Okay. So we're checking on how thick is the retaining wall. 多厚? Ho, thick. 薄 is how thin. 多厚? 多厚? How thick? 多薄? 多薄? How thin? If it's really 太薄了,太薄了. Yes. There is something. All right, please bear with me for a moment. I think my connection is, well, my Zoom is reconnecting right now. So pardon for the inconvenience. Yes. Yes. Allow me to share screen. Yes, I believe we stop at the whole two there. All right, please bear with me. Okay, for the whole two here, it's actually on thickness. Take, for example, we want to say that the retaining wall is very thick. We can say, sorry, when whole is fourth tone, whole,多厚. And 薄 would be like bowing, but second tone, 薄, all right, 多薄. Yes. Okay. So if we find out that it's like really, really too thick, we will say 太厚了,太厚了. And we find out that it's too thin, we can say 太薄了,太薄了. So what we change here is just the adjective. Then we proceed to our last pair. Last pair of dimension of 维度, we are checking on the slope gradient, which is 坡度. It's like plus o, 坡度. For 坡度, we are checking on 陡, how steep it is. 多陡. 陡 is like 陡, 陡, 陡. Third tone, steep. And then 缓 is gentle, means quite flat. 缓 is also third tone, it's like hu, hu plus an. 缓, 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 多缓, how gentle it is. So for the 坡度, we'll look into 多陡, and also 多缓. Well, for the slope, I'm not very familiar, but I have this reference material that we actually have this Department of Environment that provide this ranking of slope by class lah. So for those who are interested, you can go through with this document. I will provide this reference link to you later on. So for me, for Lee, what I concern is only whether the slope gradient is 太陡了, whether it's too steep. Because if 太陡了, that is 危险, it's dangerous. And I also concern whether it's 太缓了. 太缓了 means, is it too gentle? If too gentle, maybe not good for construction. I'm not really sure. So why we have to know this exclamation sentence structure? 太深了, 太浅了, 太缓了, 太陡了. Because all we have to check it out is how much is the arrow? 误差多少? 误差 itself means arrow. 误 is fourth tone. 误误误误. And then 差 is first tone. It's like ch plus a. 差误差多少? It's important for us to find out how much is the arrow and is the 误差 within the tolerance level? If not, maybe we have to escalate to our engineers and section leaders to have TQ sort out. So 误差多少 is very important when we are saying 太深了,太厚了,太浅了. All right, or 太薄了. So this is for the way to the topic of today. With this in mind, we further proceed to the scenario dialogue. Well, we were checking on today on question of 什么. We look into 什么. For example, 今天学什么? We are familiar with this question, right? What to learn today? 今天学什么? Well, today we learn about dimension. 关于维度. 关于维度. All right? So first we check for the 距离. What is the distance? 什么距离? So on site, when we are checking on 什么距离, the possible answer would be very far. 很远. 很远 is third tone and third tone. 很 is like H plus N. 很远. 很 and then E plus when together faster. 远 远远 很远 very far. 很远. Then you also want to check the measurement how far it is. So 大概 both are in fourth tone. Approximately 大概 is 大 and then guy will be like hi guy by fourth tone. Guy 大概 can just say 大概 EKM. It's a universal measurement unit, so it's understandable. No need to purposely translate. So we can just say 很远,大概 1 km. All right, 大概1 km. Or maybe very close, 100 meter. Can say 很近, 很近, very close, 100米 or 100 m. Again, meter m is the universal measurement unit. So when we are checking out on 什么距离, we can say 很远, 大概1 km, 大概1 km, or 很近, 100米, 100 m. Is understandable. Also for 距离, 什么距离 we can use the time. We can use 分钟, like 什么距离 we can say 很远, 大概要10分钟, 10 minutes, 10分钟. Okay, let's say 100 meters is 1 minute. Then if 10 minutes, then we know it's about 1 kilometer or so 啦。So 很远，大概10分钟。很远，大概10分钟。Another possible answer would be 很近，大概1分钟。1分钟是like my 办公室，my office to MLL office，1分钟，很近，1分钟。So 另外一个维度 we are looking into 深度 ，what is the depth? Okay, so for example, we're checking on the cable pit 的电缆井，什么深度？什么深度？ Then they can just mention 很深，很深。This answer is okay, just stop there 很深。Or if they want to explain more, they might say 大概2米。Yes, we are using 量 because we are referring to meter 嘛， we are not doing counting. So 大概2米，很深 very deep, approximately 2 meters 2米。Or you could get another answer, a bit shallow. 有点儿浅 a bit shallow, 1m or 1米，有点儿浅 all are intertone, 有 and then D plus the Japanese yen, 点儿 this is a very soft and short tone, 有点儿浅 is my last name plus n 浅，有点浅 ，em 1米。So 什么深度？很深，大概2m。哦，有点浅，1m。Then we proceed to another way too. This time we are checking on the 厚度 thickness. 厚度 Well, we can have the thickest ever, which is 1m. 最厚 the thickest. 最 is like z plus v combined together faster. 最厚 the thickest approximately 1m. 大概1m or 大概1米。Or we can see the thinness 最薄 can identify the zero here is 0. The point itself is 点 0.3m 0.3m 0.3 meter 最薄 Okay, so when we're checking on 什么厚度 can say 最厚大概1m 最厚 the thickest approximately 1 meter or the thinness 0.3 meter 最薄0.3m. This is on 厚度 Well, for the slope gradient 什么坡度 we're checking on the degree So degree will be like the steepest we will say 最陡 the steepest and then approximately is 约 is like E plus where are you a little bit faster 约 okay 最陡约 the steepest approximately 45 is 45 度 again do you love me for tone 度 so 什么坡度 what is the slope gradient the steepest will be like approximately 45 degrees 最陡约45度 or maybe higher lah. This is just a sample answer. So 最陡 the steepest approximately is 约 or 大概45度 45 degrees. Then we have the gentlest like quite flat lah. The slope gradient is quite flat. We say the gentlest 1度最缓 the gentlest 1度最缓1度 So when checking on 什么坡度 we can say 最陡约45度 or higher 最缓 is like 1度 All right. So with this, I would like to also show you the reference I used for the ranking of slot classes. Yeah, this is what I found. I hope you, for those who are interested, you can refer to this document lah, from DOE Malaysia. Yes. And then now I open the floor for Q&A session. All right. If there's not further Q&A session, 现在是下午3:30。Thanks for having me. Let's end it with a quote sharing that we don't have to be great to start actually. We just have to like take the initiative and from topic by topic, week by week, then we can get better and eventually maybe you can speak fluent Mandarin than me. Who knows, right? 谢谢大家，and then 再见。